Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 3 with me, BringItDon. Let's return to the Pinnacle of Heaven and defeat the Lord of Terror. Again.
I've been trapped. You best go on without me.
Bone prison?
The seven evils are one within me. I am Legion.
Alright, Diablo. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? I just used my buff. Get back here.
Patience.
Enough! Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their own terror.
You say so.
How does it feel knowing you have failed those who depended on you? Your Nephilim power will not help you in this realm, mortal. Can you feel your death approaching? You shall never wake from this nightmare.
Why am I just jumping from bone prison to bone prison?
Will not help you in this realm, mortal.
So I'm not commentating a lot here because it sounds like Diablo's voice is much louder than the rest of the game. So I don't know if I can even be heard over Diablo talking.
Tastes your fear, Nephilim. No! This wretched light must be eradicated!
And back.
All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim.
Alright, counterpoint. Look at this ginormous sword.
My wrath is low. Not enough wrath.
is that it? Hey, legendary. What do we got? An upgrade, but I lose. Well, you know what? I don't really use the sweep attack anymore anyway, so maybe we'll go ahead and slap that on. We'll go ahead and swap out sweep attack for...
The high heavens really are lost without hope.
Maybe
How can
Okrot's
one
champion,
being
just to mix
hold
things up.
such influence over so many?
You can find hope within yourself. The angels don't understand this.
Wrath of Generation is probably the way to go. Hack. That's a fitting name. So 79% of your Thorns damage is applied on every attack. It's pretty solid if you go for a Thorns build. This crude makeshift axe was made from skeletal remains picked out of the desolate sands. Despite its primitive origins, the weapon is extremely effective, perhaps as a result of residual magics that seeped into its components. Since the time of the area's devastation during the Mage Clan Wars. It's missing a word there.
A fine choice.
A worthwhile quest.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. I jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I'd better shut up before I make myself sick.
A hero for the ages.
That was astounding! What you did back there! You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to.
Deeply moved.
I can't believe you really did it.
Are those tears in your eyes, Lyndon?
No. It's raining.
But it doesn't rain in the heavens.
Well, it does now.
How do you know if it rains in the heavens? Just because it hasn't since we've been here. A hero of prophecy.
You truly are the one the prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too.
Fate's fulfillment.
I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made. The prophet has foreseen our victory.
A hero's honor.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion.
Diablo vanquished.
So the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace.
Fallen comrades.
It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain. What shall we fight today?
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
Bold claim. Evil is resilient.
Time will tell.
Alright, to the next act.
In the end, it was a mortal heart that saved 2 worlds from ruin and cast down the prying evil forever. A new day breaks for both angels and men. For mankind's greatest champion, the Nephilim, rose to confront the darkness that we, in our pride, would not face. My brethren, I will take my place among you once again. But this time, as a mortal. Since justice has been met this day, I will now stand as wisdom. On behalf of those who risked all to save us. Forevermore, we shall stand together, angels and men, in the light of this glorious new dawn. Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished. And you should all run. Malthael. Brother. Why? The Nephilim will stop you. No one can stop death.
Screams draw me to the city of Westmarch, where angels slaughter helpless people in the streets. Who sent these reapers? And why? I will learn the answers. But first, I will end this massacre and teach them to fear the Crusade.
It's Crusader time. Also, this is my favorite act in the game. I do like how it takes place mostly within a city.
The Nephilim.
His eye.
Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
People are dying in that city, lad. I won't abandon them.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tell Tyrael I will meet him in Westmarch. Go!
It will be done. I swear it.
Or Haradrim. Probably a top tier mage, and he's being sent around like an errand boy.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
No!
I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his screams until his flesh had dissolved to nothing, and only his armor-clad skeleton remained, his jaw unhinged. Blue mist swirled around his bones, coalescing into new flesh. When at last I cut him down, the phantasmal flesh exploded, leaving only a pile of armor behind.
Damn it, the gates!
Though this Reaper wields a dangerous sword, its shield, with its rows of razor-sharp spikes, poses the greater threat. With a single thrust, it can open a man from waist to throat. That shield was not made for protection. It was made to cripple, maim, and kill.
The other way we have to go. Let's check out the other side. We go this way. This way feels a little too obvious.
I must get inside this city and stop the killing.
Honestly, this is a big old buster sword. You can probably break down that front gate. That's okay. We'll use the sewers instead.
Stop! Don't go out into... Spend wisely. It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Is anyone alive in there?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharum Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
Wait, you're the Crusader who saved Bastion's Keep. You'll save us too, won't you?
I will. I swear it.
For the right price.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
Demon blood? Those were innocent people.
The shadow touched me, and darkness spread across my vision until all I could see was blackness. It gave way to a pale light that sapped my strength. It seemed so easy. But instead, I drew upon the last of my will and fought back. Color flooded back into my sight. The shadow was right before me, and I drove my spear through it.
Yes!
The Revenant Shield Guards were once the personal guard of King Justinian IV. Appointed to the position for bravery and skill at arms, they accompanied the king at all times, resplendent in their ornate armor, wrought by the finest craftsmen in Westmarch. But most spectacular were their shields, which they unerringly employed in the protection of their king.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
We'll rip these brutes to shreds. Could we find more like that?
Ah, we found you.
Tyrael, why are Malthael's armies attacking Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
But we are descended from demons and angels. When Malthael looks at us, he sees demons.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me!
He has really cool looking armor. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get the transmog for it.
Akarat's bane! This is worse than I feared.
What is that?
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
Any other archer would have fled as I charged, but this one stood its ground, staring down the arrow's shaft through lifeless, empty eye sockets. Even
require
as I swung
more
my
wrath.
blade to take off its head, the thing loosed another shot. How can we fight an enemy that has no fear, nor thought for its own self-preservation?
Cut off on beating her for a little bit. in
We
case-
must do everything in our
more
power
dialogue.
to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
As a young Templar, this place became a symbol to me of the corruption wrought in the name of Zakarum.
Let's end this madness. Where is Malthael?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
But why does he want the stone? Is there any way to find out?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you study the sliver, while I save this city from the Reapers.
Let's talk to these folks. Lorath Nar. The Haradrim.
I've heard of the Haradrim, but I thought they were long gone.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Astute. Malthael.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How did it happen?
Tyrael took his spot.
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Well, however he came to his madness, he's got to be put down. Death is meant to free our souls, not devour them.
The sliver.
This sliver of the Black Soul Stone will reveal Malthael's plan to you?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
We stayed to fight, Robert and me, but he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
You did what you could.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Say read their names. This is Deandra the Scholar. We spoke to Oswin and Ivy. But she has more to say. And a satchel.
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
Lord Vermilion.
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Of course. Always the poor. Strange sounds.
Do you hear something?
No? Thoughts?
Is there anything on your mind, Hadrig?
Yes. I've noticed your Templar friend is somewhat distracted these days.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth.
Oh? I see you looking at Arena every other moment.
Oh, it's just the way her hair catches the sun. Yeah, it's very bright.
Emily. Freed from the sewer.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
You are welcome. Lord Harold Snow. Marital disharmony.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Excuse me. Thank you.
You ask who's to blame for this doom?
Lyria.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirgist.
You mean you are ready to tell your version of the truth?
Dirge's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then you're finally ready to tell me if you were a god?
Shen's thoughts.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. So, if it's all the same, we probably both be happier if I didn't.
Where's Miriam at? Not present. Catching up.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
West March.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. We will stand together against the shadows.
Cormac's unease.
Cormac, you seem troubled.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
An honorable man who dedicated himself to a cause he believed righteous.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it. Lead the way to glory.
The survivor.
For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices, but I could not make out the words.
Each day, I feel the weight of every crusader who has borne my name. So I think I understand your burden.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know why your sisters died. That is why they stay with you.
Alright, McCall here. Next time we will speak with General Torian and continue into Act 5.
Help! You can't even hear me, can you?
And also deal with this musty cellar. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.